Hello Libra, this is Sin with Big Moon Energy. I am going to be doing you guys' weekly tarot reading for May 19th through May 25th of 2025. I'm going to be doing my version of like a mini Celtic. All right. I'm going to go ahead and lay the cards out, and then I'll hold each one up individually so that you guys can see what's going on. All right, Libras. We have got some powerful energies here already. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana right here in a line. All right, let's get started with the U position. The U position is the Six of Swords. And with the Six of Swords, that's kind of like you just wanting to move on from a situation. Like, it is done, it is over. You just want to move on from it and not continue to have to deal with it, honestly. And what is crossing you is the Eight of Pentacles. And in this position, I kind of see this as like your opposition, your challenge. And the Eight of Pentacles is kind of like putting in some work. So like, I feel like right now, because you're so focused on wanting to like move on, you're having a hard time focusing on anything else. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting with what your challenge is you're just having a hard time shifting your focus into something else because you're kind of fixating on the situation that you're moving on from, and that's kind of all you're thinking about. Now, with what you already know is the King of Pentacles, and that is amazing because this is about like stability, discipline, long-term vision. So I feel like Libra, you guys have got a strong long-term vision of what you want, and you're making the steps financially to do so, and that is something that you do know. Now, in your recent past, you have the Witch, and I feel like this was putting in the work. Like, you have been putting in a lot of work. You have been putting in a lot of attention to detail. You have really been trying to just get this all done, get this over with. You want to move on. You want to feel like you've moved on. And you have been putting in the work. But for some reason, there is some sort of stagnation that's kind of holding you back from moving on a little bit. Now, what's the root? This is the Knight of Pentacles. Or no. This is the Knight of Swords, not the Pentacles. I don't know why I said that. This is the Knight of Swords. And with the Knight of Swords, this is kind of like blunt and kind of very determined, but it can be reckless. And I feel like what this is telling you is that with this Eight of Pentacles being your challenge, you're taking the healing process in a different way than Spirit is intending you to take the healing process, I feel like. And so with the Knight of Swords, you have to make sure that you're not thinking too fast, because Knight of Swords is fast movement too. And it's like, that is the energy you're giving. You want to be done with this. You want to be over with this. Now, your immediate future, that is the Moon. And I feel like for some reason that the reason why you're stuck on moving on is because you're actually about to be enlightened to some sort of new truth. You're going to realize something that you did not realize in the past, and now you're almost questioning whether you made the right decision or not. Like, and that's why you're so stuck up and you can't move on, and you feel stagnant in the progression of it. And here in your advice from Spirit spot, you have Death. In this deck, it's called the Lord of Shadows, but this is Death in the original tarot. And I feel like this card is about closure and release and profound change, like transformation like no other. And I feel like Spirit is truly telling you that you have to, you know, release whatever is holding you back from moving on. You have to release it. You have to let it go. Because here's another thing is, once you release something and you've moved on from the situation, like, that means new situations arise. Like, you know, that's just how it goes. You move on, things change. And I just feel like Spirit is telling you it is time to let go and to let the change that you want to happen. Maybe you've been stuck in something for a while and you're just ready to get out of it, but you don't know what to do. And because you're so focused on that, you're kind of just stuck, not getting to move on. And also, like, it's taking away from your work life. It's taking away from your family life and everything because you are so focused on this. And so Spirit is telling you to release that. Now for your outcome, we have the Horned God, and this is the Emperor in the regular tarot deck, and that is really good energy. I feel like you guys are going, once you realize what this moon is trying to tell you, and that kind of hidden truth that you are like needing to get the clarity to move on, you're gonna finally get that with this Horned God, and you're gonna have like a lot of stability and structure from that, and it's gonna help put you out of that challenge being the Eight of Pentacles, and then you're just gonna be able to go on and have the stability, have the structure, move forward. I don't always read the energy of the reading, but sometimes if I feel called to, I will. Today I do. You've got the Wheel as your energy, and I feel like another added message that Spirit wants you to know is that you're on the wheel. You're gonna go with it whether you want to or not. You can delay your healing process and your closure and your grief, but you're still gonna go on the trajectory that you were gonna go on. Like, whether you might just prolong some things, but you're still gonna go on that trajectory that you were meant to go on. And that would give you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 animal spirit oracle cards. These are kind of just little added messages. It doesn't necessarily have to tie into the reading. These are just kind of like a little bit of positivity to end it all, tie it all together. Oh, nice. Okay, this is already amazing, Libra. So you got Dragonfly Spirit, and this says truth transcends illusion. This is straight with this moon card because the moon is about illusions, and I feel like Spirit is telling you you are about to come to a huge realization. You are about to realize something that you did not, and it's going to make you change the whole way you think about this situation. And then you have Dove Spirit, and this is Be Peace. And I also want to say these cards are 21 and 22, some synchronicity there. And with Be Peace, I feel like this is going to give you so much peace. You're going to have a new understanding. I mean, it's a beautiful reading, Libra. I hope you guys have a great week. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time, Libra. Thank you for watching.